So now we are going to see another property of nonlinear space regarding the basis, because we know how to construct a basis for a finite dimensional vector space. And in a finite dimensional vector space, the situation is very clear, because if the dimension of the vector space is n, then the basis elements contains n elements, and therefore we can find a suitable basis, which is also the maximal linearly independent subset of that vector space. Even in a finite dimensional vector space, for a Hilbert space we can construct a orthonormal basis using the Gram-Schmidt orthonormalization process. But whether these things can be generalized to infinite dimensional, we know clearly that we cannot have a finite basis. But we also know that every vector space has a Hamel basis. So Hamel basis is a very general concept where every vector space has a Hamel basis. So Hamel basis is a subset of a vector space where every element of the vector space can be expressed as a finite linear combination of the elements from the Hamel basis. So Hamel basis set for an infinite dimensional will be infinite. Certainly it will be infinite set, but each element can be represented from some finite combination, linear combination for the Hamel basis. But for theoretical framework, we define another type of basis called Schauder basis. That is what we are going to see now. A norm-linear space X is said to have a Schauder basis En if for every x belong to X there exists a unique sequence of scalars alpha n such that X equal to summation n equal to 1 to infinity alpha n En. That is, so what do you mean by the summation n equal to 1 to infinity alpha n En means norm of whatever norm it is defined on the nonlinear space, norm of x minus summation n equal to 1 to k alpha and En should go to 0 as k tends to infinity. And we know that from our knowledge of LP spaces, where we have the standard basis E1, E2 and so on, where En is equal to 0, 0, 0, only 1 in the nth place and all the other entries are 0. Therefore, we can see that each LP spaces, these ENs will serve as a Schauder basis. There may be also other Schauder bases, but these ENs are also called standard basis, and it is also a Schauder basis. So these LP spaces possess Schauder basis. Okay. So every nonlinear space need not have Schauder basis, but LP spaces certainly it has a Schauder basis only for 1 less than equal to be less than infinity. L infinity does not have a Schauder basis because these ENs cannot be a Schauder basis for L infinity, because L infinity contains those sequences that are bounded sequences. So if you take any bounded sequence and you construct this first n terms of that sequence, and you consider the remaining part of that sequence, and the remaining part of the sequence they need not go to 0 in infinity norm. So we can show that L infinity does not have a Schauder basis. And related to this Schauder basis is also another concept called separable. So these are the characteristics of nonlinear spaces. There are many other characteristics in the literature. We are going to see just the important of them. A nonlinear space is said to be separable if it has a countable dense subset. So actually you can see the separable is not exactly a vector space concept, it is a metric space concept. So a nonlinear space is said to be separable if it has a countable dense subset. And clearly every finite dimensional space is separable, because we know that every finite dimensional space, whether it is a vector space over R or whether it is a vector space over C, we know that Q is dense in R. Q is dense in R and Q cross Q is dense in C. Therefore Q is a countable set. Therefore we can easily check that every finite dimensional space is separable. So we can see many of these properties, the finite dimensional space it satisfies those properties. The only thing is whether infinite dimensional satisfies those properties or not. And there is also another relation between the nonlinear space having Schauder base and separable, that is every non-linear space with a Schauder basis is separable. So this is another important result which we can check now. That is, every non-linear space with a Schauder basis is separable. So you consider a real non-linear space with a Schauder basis, then we can find a sequence alpha n such that norm of x minus I equal to 1 to n alpha a ei converges to 0 as n tends to infinity. That is, from the concept of sequence convergence, we can find a capital N such that norm of x minus I equal to 1 to n alpha I is less than epsilon by 2 for all n greater than or equal to n. Now since alpha I belongs to R and Q is dense in R, since Q is dense in R, now we are going to approximate this alpha I. So alpha I the coefficients of EI, we can also say alpha I the coefficients of the coordinates here, coordinates of x. So now we are going to approximate this alpha I, and therefore we can find Qi belong to Q. Qi belong to Q such that summation I equal to 1 to capital N Qi Ei minus summation I equal to 1 to capital N alpha Ei is less than epsilon by 2. So because of these two inequalities we have, norm of x minus I equal to 1 to capital N Qi Ei is less than epsilon. So if we have capital M equal to summation I equal to 1 to n Qi Ei, n varying over capital N, then we can see that this M is countable, because for each n, so capital M is summation I equal to 1 to n Qi Ei, n belongs to capital N. So for each n if you fix a n, then the set summation Qi I equal to 20 is countable. So union of countable set is also countable. Therefore this M is countable. And also from this previous inequality we can say that if we take any x belonging to that real non-linear space, then it can be approximated by some element of this M for any epsilon positive. So if we given epsilon positive, we can find a member of capital M which is closer to x. Therefore we can say that this capital M is countable, and also this capital M is dense in this non-linear spaces, and every neighborhood of x contains an element of M, so x is separable. So we have proved that the important result, a non-linear space with a Schauder basis is separable. Of course the converse need not be true. Every separable space need not have a Schauder basis, because otherwise both the concept will be equivalent concept. But every non-linear space with a Schauder basis is definitely separable. Now using this, if we can apply this result to LP spaces, because already we have seen that LP spaces are separable. So LP spaces for 1 less than equal to p less than infinity is separable. Therefore, since they have a Schauder basis, since LP spaces has a Schauder basis, we can say that LP spaces for 1 less than equal to p less than infinity is separable. But already we have seen that L infinity does not have a Schauder basis. Since the converse is not true, every non-linear space having Schauder basis is separable, but every separable non-linear space need not have a Schauder basis. So whether now we have to check whether L infinity is separable or not, because that L infinity does not have Schauder basis, we cannot tell it is not separate, because the converse is not true. So separately we have to check whether L infinity is a separable non-linear space or not. Now we are going to show that L infinity is not a separable Banach space. So we consider a dense subset of L infinity capital B, and we will show that any dense subset of L infinity cannot be countable. So let A be the subset of L infinity consisting of sequences whose entries are either 0 or 1. So here we are considering a subset of L infinity whose elements are sequences whose entries are either 0 or binary sequence. They are called binary sequence whose entries are either 0 or 1. Clearly distance between any two elements of A is 1. So any two elements of A are separated by distance 1. For each x belonging to A, we can associate an element Bx in B such that infinity norm of x minus Bx is less than 1 by 4. Because capital B is a dense subset of L infinity, therefore any element of any element of L infinity can be approximated by a element in capital B. Therefore each element of A can be approximated by an element of capital B, and we define that correspondence to be x going to Bx. So for each element in A, x, we can find a Bx as a norm of x minus Bx less than 1 by 4. Then this correspondence x to Bx is 1 1, because any two elements in A, distance is 1. Therefore if you take any two elements in A, and suppose you take two elements x in A, x and y in A, and two correspondents Bx and By in A, then clearly Bx and By has to be distinct. Is 1 1. So as this correspondence is 1 1, B cannot be countable, because if B is countable, then that would mean that the set of all elements in A is countable. But we know that A is not countable, that is, the set of all binary sequences, they are not countable, and therefore capital B is also not countable, because having a 1 1 mapping with x, capital A, capital B cannot be countable. So therefore B cannot be countable, and any dense subset of L infinity cannot be countable, and therefore we have L infinity cannot be separable. So now we consider C of AB with sup norm. So surprisingly, while L infinity with sup norm is not separable, but we have this result, C of AB with sup norm is separable. And it is also not very difficult to see, because every continuous function is approximated by polynomials. By Weierstrass approximation theorem, every continuous function we can approximate it by polynomials, and every polynomial can be approximated by rational polynomials, because polynomial means we have either real coefficients or complex coefficients. But every polynomials can be approximated, the coefficients can be approximated by rational polynomials, and we very well know that this rational set of all rational polynomials is a countable set. Therefore C of AB with sup norm is separable, but L infinity with sup norm is not separable.